Okay, I have my Chinese head unit here, and this is after weeks of research and really frustration in trying to find out really basic things about them. I mean, okay, we all know that they've got a bad reputation, and I suspect probably, for the most part, deserve it. But like me, I just wanted an Android tablet. And U.S. manufacturers do not create head units. They give you the full access to the Android OS. The Chinese manufacturers do, therefore, that's what I went with. But anyway, as I said, I found it frustrating because I mean, there were three basic things that I was really interested in. Basically, making phone calls, playing my music, and being able to connect to my iPhone. I have an iPhone 7 now, and sometimes I would plug it in with the iPod feature and be able to, play the music from my phone. And I could not find a single video which demonstrated, um, you know, functionally how you use those things on these units. So I've got one now sitting on my kitchen table. It's been sitting here for a week. I've been fiddling around and playing around and researching and so forth. And I decided that one of the things that I wanted to do was create that video that I wanted to see that just shows, those functionalities. So let's start with making phone calls on these units. So you would press the Bluetooth button, and as you can see, you have a dialer that comes up immediately, and you can just, dial the number in and call, whoever you want. And then, of course, I'm connected via Bluetooth to my phone, therefore, all my contacts are now in here. And so I can either, scroll down at, like this, which of course, driving, that's going to take forever. There is an option to do a alphabetic search. That is, if the person you're looking for, their name starts with, let's say, M, you press M, and then, all of the M's come up. The other thing you can do is type the name into this little search box, like Chester. I don't know why I always use him, but I'm going to use him, right? Uh, Obviously, while you're driving, there's a lot of fiddling around to do. So, fortunately, um, I was able to figure out how to get the voice microphone working. So, if you press that, I can just say Chester. Oh, well, you see, it says everything. So, let me uh, try this again. I mean, Chester, right, to get ring here. There's always something. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so what I was trying to do is get rid of that keyboard screen, and I don't know, I must have hit on something. And these are the sort of things that happen, as you well know. And when you're driving your car, they're going to happen a lot. So I do like the fact that I can at least say the name, even if I got to, press a couple of buttons here and there, and then the list to come up. And then, of course, you just press the little um, dial button, and I'm sorry, not the dial button, but the phone there, and boom, it goes, and it makes the call. So anyway, I don't want to call this person. Okay, so that's basically, the phone app. Okay, and that's probably the primary reason that I wanted, well, one of the primary features I wanted in a unit. I mean, the primary thing I wanted in a unit was to be an Android unit, but the primary feature, of course, is to be able to make calls. Oh, by the way I intend to make calls now, I don't even think I'm going to use the stock Bluetooth phone app. I'm going to use Skype. So, and the way I would do that is, okay, Google, call Chester.
Is that Chester Mobile?
Yes.
Calling Chester Mobile. You have reached the voice message.
Okay. So I think that gives you an idea of how easy the calls are to make using my little combination of OK, Google, and Skype, as opposed to the stock contacts ROMs. And again, another reason why I wanted the Android OS to have this, these sorts of capabilities. So anyway, moving on. The second big thing, music app. Oh goodness, oh gracious, oh my. Um, okay, bottom left here, you see music. Boom. And there's basically nothing there. If I press the play button, nothing happens. If you see, there's this little button here in the top right with the plus sign, right? So I guess that's where you tell it where to find your songs. So mine's happened to be on the SD card. One of the good things about this unit is it will take a 64 gig SD card. So, I loaded it up with all my songs, think about 1,000. So I'm driving, right? And I want to hear a song. And oh my goodness, look at this. I just have to scroll down. There's no organization, no playlists, uh, no album folders, no, search by composer or singer. It's just scrolling down like this. Okay. Now, all the videos that I was able to find, there's probably one here, but all the videos I was able to find, I never saw this. Okay. So the default music player, okay, it sucks. Right? It just sucks. Good news is you don't have to use this. You got Android. You can download any music app in the Google Play Store. I downloaded Power Amp because I heard so many good things about it. And I'm glad I did because now, if I want to hear a song, I just say, okay, Google, play Diamonds Are Forever. Isn't that just the coolest thing in the world? Why these uh, Chinese manufacturers don't just go and pay some teenager, to put together, one of these apps, just copy the code from Power Amp or whatever. It's just beyond me. But anyway, as I said, uh, the cool thing is that because you have the power of Android OS, right, you can get any music application you want, right? Okay, so finally, let's go back to the menu here. Last thing that I was looking for was ability. I have an iPhone 7, so I wanted to be able to plug my iPhone 7 into the unit as with the iPod capability, just to play music or the whatever radio station I was listening to on the iPhone or what have you, and whatever audio that it was generating, and um, that was something that I kind of wanted in the unit because that's what I was used to. Now that I have an actual Android tablet, right? All those things like playing radio. Let's see, I listen to iHeart a lot, and Pandora. I think I know I loaded it in here someplace. Um, and of course my own music. Now that I have 64 gig, of course, I can just download all of my music onto the SD card and play it, and it's organized in Power Amp. Which I didn't show. I guess I should have, but anyway, you have playlists, and I can search by, album or singer or what have you. Um, so anyway, the iPod capability. Okay, so let's go over here. Where is that? See this little button here? iPod. Okay, now my iPhone 7 is plugged in into the USB port. Of course, You know, I have the iPhone 7 has that new connector, and then it has the adapter, which plugs into the USB female to male adapter that comes with this unit, and nothing's happening. I mean, it doesn't see it, it doesn't read it, and I would have been sorely disappointed because, you know, if you look at the advertisements for these units, they all say iPod capability, iPod capability. But what I found in my research is while they all advertise that, right, when the customer goes to the support forum and says, hey, iPod isn't working, hey, these guys always say, oh, we don't support that. Now, how in the world they get away with advertising, you know, that they support iPod, you buy the unit, it doesn't support iPod at all, not even a real iPod, forget iPhone 7s, you know, it doesn't even support real iPods, you know, we don't have the right cable. I mean, it's crazy, and it's one of the reasons, of course, why, you know, installers here tell you don't buy from the Chinese manufacturers. But again, U.S. manufacturers don't make, you know, Android OS tablet style units. You know, they may use Android OS and advertise it as Android OS, but you know, it's not Android OS. It's just, they modify. I mean, not they don't give you the ability to go to Play Store and download whatever you want and run whatever app you want. Now, I guess what is that? iPhone CarPlay and Android Auto are addressing, you know, those issues for the major U.S. manufacturers, and I guess that's the direction they're moving in. But I have an iPhone, and I kind of want to keep the iPhone, but I love, you know, using Android. So there you go. So this kind of fits exactly what I'm looking for. All right, bit long-winded. Sorry, that's just how I talk. But I hope some people get something out of this.